Hello, Backyard Gang. It is good to see you all tonight. I know this is kind of random. I know it's literally a Monday night, so kind of came out of nowhere. But, I just wanted to check in with you guys. I had some time. So, here we are. April in the chat. I see you. Hi. Welcome to the stream. We will be. That's right. This right here, this is the energy we're looking for. So, we're gonna wait for everybody to come in a little more. I see you guys. So last time, if you were at the last stream, and even if you weren't, if you caught it later on, we remixed Baby Bop from Barney's World to look a little bit more like, her original design. So tonight, I thought we would give our best effort to BJ, rather. VJ, hey buddy, how you doing? Big Purple 88. Sheesh, hello to you too. Heard about Barney in the We Are Family video. That is an iconic video. Also, hi to you. So I think now we will switch over to our Photoshop setup, see what we got going on. The Portal of Doom. Alright, so what we got cooking right now, check we're good. Yep, we're good. We are going to try and make our friend look a little closer. First impressions, I don't know, I think everybody here knows what BJ looks like generally, but until you put these guys right next to each other, you really notice all of this stuff that really differs. BJ's got more spots than he had before, and they're a lot bigger, but they're also dark orange. Kind of like the Barney's World Baby Bop, her spots are also dark green. They really unpurpled his spots because, each one of the characters is, various inverses of Barney. Until Riff, but, he's Riff. Doing well, how about you? I am good, glad you're doing good. Yeah, I'm still trying to get used to the name change for Billy J. Lol. I do not think I will ever be used to it. I can't really call him Billy Joe. He's just gonna be BJ forever, no matter what they do. So, first of all, I think probably the easiest thing we should do is actually get this looking a little bit more yellow and not just cheese, because this is giving cheese. Riff is Riff, and we love him for that. We do love him for that. I certainly do. I know a lot of people might not, but I do. So if we go just even this much, you can see like just how much it kind of returns back to the, oh, that's BJ, not Billy. So just off the bat we have that. And the thing is, another thing, you probably noticed, but BJ's 3 little hair tufts have been replaced with I'm fairly certain that's the exact same hair tuft that they made for Baby Bop, but they just dyed his hair orange. I wonder if Billy will also have the tendency to swing his arms back and forth. Knowing them, knowing what we know, I doubt it, but I think that would be a nice kind of throwback to what Bro used to be. That is very much cheese color. It is very much cheese color. let's also take a look at this this horn. While I mean, I don't super have a problem with it, except for the fact that a Protoceratops, I always bungle the name, they don't really have horns. I mean, once again, I said this last time, you do not want to get your dinosaur anatomy from Barney, but you know, there's kind of a line. Whoops. So let's try and repair this, what we got going on. Not the smoothest looking in the world, but hey, we kind of pull that in here a little bit. Whoops. Even just that, we're already sort of returning to the to form with our pal Billy Joel. I just called him Billy Joel. Billy Joe. This is not Billy Joel. I hope everyone knows that no one on this page is Billy Joel. So let's see if I can smudge this a little bit. Let's see. Fix this. That's going in highlight reel, by the way. Billy Joel. Alright. Billy lost his horn privileges. Yes, he did. I have yoinked his horn privileges from him, so no more horn for you. Bad and naughty Protoceratops get no horn. Yeah, literally, I keep doing that. I don't... It's kind of impossible to say it fast. Also, his frill. I mean, it's changed shape like a bunch of times. This is just literally one costume. But, this frill, I guess, is sort of a amalgamation of a couple of different frills of his. Like, first it was huge, and then it got more rounded and curled at the top, and then it turned into 3-point turn over here. I don't super mind it, but I think it's fine, honestly, and I don't mind there being spots up here, but I wish that they were, pardon me, I wish they were the same color. So for the time being, let's try and steal these colors, this sort of purple over here. Junior the Hedgehog Pizza King. Hello. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Glad to see you. Let's see. I'll lighten that up a little bit. That's more of what we're looking for. Sorry for the squiggle on your face. And he's very close to the camera, so let's zoom out so we're not terrifying everyone with very, very close staring into your soul, BJ. Let's see. So let's try and add these, and then we'll go back and blend the color layers, of course. But so this is kind of rough right now, but we can rebuild him. Terry says, hi, how are you doing today? I am doing pretty good. How are you guys doing? We are literally less than a week away from Barney's World, and I don't know, how are you guys coping with that? How are we dealing with that? Or are we not? Good. Been watching your videos about Barney history, and I love your commentary on them. Subscribe. Thank you so much, Junior the Hedgehog Pizza King. I really appreciate that, and I'm glad you're enjoying the videos. Let's color this a little bit. What would you say is your favorite BJ suits, and why? Honestly, if you had to ask me, and if I had to give you a quick answer, I would say the first 3 suits. I know the first one is kind of whack. People got different opinions on it. But I like it. He's a little strange, but it's something I like. The second one does have the tendency to be a little stilted looking, and I acknowledge that, but there is something about it I like. And the third one, which is really the blueprint for what all the later BJs would become, but this suit that I got up here is a pretty close, pretty close, honestly. So let's blend those in a little bit, and we will try and figure out a, whoops, that is not what I'm looking for. Try to do a sort of blending on this one. That's green. Graphic design is my passion, can you guys tell? Alright, let's see. I keep doing this to him. It looks like he's got ketchup on him. Alright, let's see. That is really bad. Alright. I know what I'm doing. I promise. Anyway, let's try and sit it on dark color, and we'll just blend that. There we go. It does look a bit like he has grape jelly on him, but for the sake of simplicity, we'll leave it like that and blur it a little bit. Get it, you guys? Let's see what we got. I, for one, am excited for Barney's World. I am so ready for Barney's World. In a sense, me too. I will be happy to have new content. That is something. I'm sure we all have similar issues with it, but, yeah. Let's see. BarneyMillennium rebuilt BJ in YouTube with a box of scraps. That's a good one. That is great. I think I've mostly gotten used to the whole Barney's World thing. I would say so too. You know, issues thing aside, I think, you know, it's here to stay for the time being, and, you know, we can interact with it if we want to, and just ignore it if we don't. So, you know, if you like it, cool. If you don't, also cool. You know, just as long as everybody... That's great. As long as everybody is being kind. Let's see. My favorite BJ has to be the one from Season 3 in the super early 2000s era, the beginning of the hit era. That's cool. Yeah, no, I really like Season 3. I think some people don't like the eyes on the Season 3 suit, but I do. I don't know. Graphic design is also my passion. That is so great, VJ. I want to be excited for future Barney projects, but to me, Mattel really fumbled the bag here. I don't think I want to see whatever movie they're making, if it's still a thing. And I completely understand that viewpoint. I get that, exactly. Yeah. As far as the movie, we genuinely have no idea right now. We still got to see what that'll turn into, if it does turn into anything, but, you know. Barney's World has been pretty controversial, and I knew that any reboot was going to be controversial, but this has been pretty rough, and, you know, I can completely understand why. So, I get that, I totally do. And also I get the wanting to be excited, but, you know, not really feeling it, but, or whatever. I'm personally, I just try not to compare the two too much. I mean, it's gonna happen. And I mean, you should be able to compare things, but for me, I've kind of made, like VJ was saying, I've kind of made peace with the whole thing. It's not the same Barney, and the good thing about it is that Mattel can't really touch that. That looks gross. But I'm trying to add sort of this definition that he has on the frill up here. Exactly my thinking. I'm interested to see how it goes, but I know it's not for me per se, and that's okay. Yeah, I mean, it's not. Let's see. I have minor issues with Barney's world, but it's mostly grown on me in a positive way. The only super tiny issue is everyone is special. Everyone is special. Everyone has spatial awareness except if you're me. That's the new Barney's World song. Just a little leak for you. But I understand what you're saying. I thought about that, the whole song sounding a little flat. I don't know if it's just the way it was recorded or if it's auto-tune or what. I don't know. But I do like the song. I thought the new Everything Was Special was good. I like the updated lyrics. I miss the old tune, but I get it. Everyone is spatial. Everyone is in space. Be careful. There's always YouTube for OG Barney content. That is true. They cannot take that away from us. So I think next we'll try and fix his hair. Honestly, I'm not sure how I want to do this. Maybe if they should have played around with more elements. A lot of the changes they made don't better show. They're confusing. Yeah. No, I can see that. There have been some inconsistencies and some confusing choices, to say the least. I think how about we just bald Billy over here first? You are in space, everyone is in space, everyone cannot breathe. So, sorry for singing, but I thought it was funny, so thank you, Junior the Hedgehog. Alright. If you can't tell, this, whoops. Alright, let's see what we got. I relate to not having spatial awareness. I'm so focused on trying to, like, function that I don't always notice the people around me. I never do. I have dyspraxia, so I don't know where I am, I don't know where everybody else is, and that is what scientists refer to as a problem, generally. But we do what we can. Thank you, VJ. That is very kind of you. Speaking of singing in songs, has anybody ever thought about or written or, you know, planned their own, like, custom Barney song? Or if you had the ability to write one or suggest, like, kind of a cover that you wish Barney had done. Does anybody ever had one of those? I have. I know I do, because I'm a dweeb. Let's see. Barney, super duper. Thank you, Barney Plush Adventures. Like, why is Barney no longer a doll? Who said today's kids wouldn't want to see a toy coming to life? Part of me is hoping that they will somehow explain that, because it seems like now that he's coming from the tree, he comes from that magical tree behind the Barney bench or whatever, he seems to still be, you know, imaginary in the sense that he can be summoned, but it's really not that well explained, and I completely understand where you're coming from, because it's like, okay, so, you know, what is he? Where is this? What does this mean? That kind of thing. Let's see. Give my man Billy BJ some shoes, man. I will do my best to try and draw his shoes. Just Googled dyspraxia, and I'm pretty sure I had that too. It explained a lot. Yeah, it's, if you know, you know. Barney Fan Entertainment says they made one called Imagine the Fun from Boz the Bear. That is cool. Enjoy that. Hey, sorry you're late. I was just trying to finish up season 12. No, that's cool. Season 12. Respect. It's great to see you, Drivian. Oh, definitely. A super duper underrated song I wish he'd sing again is The More We Get Together. I mean, that's a classic. You can't go wrong with that stuff. I've dabbled in music making lately, but I haven't done any Barney stuff. I'm kind of scared to try since the arrangements can be so complex. And I feel that too. I'm a terrible arranger. I can't do that. I feel you. I mean, I rewrote the I love you. That's true. That's true. Respect, once again. I love Barney's World, and I like the name Billy the best. And hi, everyone. Hey, April. Let's see. Let me try and smudge this a little bit. Or not. That doesn't look good. Alright. So, I hope they give Barney's World a season 2. Well, the only way we'll know if that happens is if this does well. Let's see, actually, if we can maybe... If we could curl this up, maybe. Because I think this might actually look halfway decent if we tried to convey that he has curls in here somewhere, but I think we'll just try and preserve Bro's, you know, like eyebrow ridge that they gave everyone. I don't mind the fact that, I don't mind the fact that they have this eyebrow thing. I mean, when they first revealed this new Barney's World model, I thought he looked a lot more like a frog. But, I think the way they've kind of balanced it out now looks a bit better. So, now that we have snatched Billy's wig, we can, try and redraw his hair. Let's see. Oh yeah, today I hooked up my Actimates TV pack with Barney's Big Surprise with my autographed Actimates Barney doll. He works great. That is so cool. Actimates is really amazing. I mean, especially the way that it worked with cable. I mean, that stuff is still amazing to me. Let's see. Let's see. I would love if Build-A-Bear had a Barney promotion. I know Franco's making a plush. I don't care if it's fake, though. The Franco one is... If we're thinking of the same one, I think that one's legit. Dang, I messed up. We gotta go bald. Let's see. I've heard a couple people talk about them doing a Build-A-Bear promotion. That would be pretty cool. I know there was a Bluey one quite recently, so I could totally see them doing it, and it would probably be, you know, Barney's World Barney, but you know, you never know. Let's see. Barney, BJ, is that you? You were Billy. Oh, baby. That is my very lazy Billy BJ. Billy Joe BJ. The Protoceratops is his full name. I'm joking, by the way. Let's see. I like your cut, BJ. That's good. Build-A-Barney. Actually, I don't know how many people know this. I'm sure, I don't know how lost it is, but, there is at T-Rex in, Walt Disney World, there is a Build-A-Dino spin-off of, that. So let's see what we got. Pete's getting a little... I like your BJ voice impression. That was a good impression. Thank you, guys. It's much appreciated. They made me bald. Speaking of Billy Joe, I already know that people don't like the name change, but to me, I don't mind this at all. Thank you, Windows, for your help. Yeah, I can understand why people dislike it, and why people are mostly indifferent to it. Let's see. I wonder why Mattel changed the name to Billy. I think it's because of the old, in air quotes, the old classic, and that is that, oh, what does BJ stand for? You know, just that sort of foul stuff. But, you know, I mean, it's, I don't think it, oops, wrong layer. I don't think it's that, it shouldn't matter that much, I don't think, you know, like, what year is it, man? I think we'll try and give him a little more hair than he usually does. Let's make this less spaghetti looking. And, of course, I'm going to draw the hat after this, so don't worry. I'm literally not leaving it like that. Do not worry. Looks better like that. We'll blend that in later. Okay. Let's fix that hat. I've been there. The experience is better than the food. Yeah. Fair. That's fair. Oh yeah, I almost forgot you could do a BJ voice. Did I base it off of season 2 and 3? Yes, definitely. Although, I mean, I find in season 2, BJ kind of had more of a voice like this, you know, like it was more hoarse, you know, but I get that, and I appreciate it. Oh yeah, I've heard of T-Rex. I've never built a dino there, but perhaps someday. I went 2023. But he, every single time, thank you, Windows. I built a hadrosaur, not a Riff, it was blue, but his name is Cone, so did the BJ impression and the Barney impression and the Mario impression. Whoa, okay, we getting a little crazy over there. Let's not do that. Billy definitely sounds like mid-season Steven Universe. I don't mind his voice. It is a little funny because so many cartoon characters are, you know, voiced by women. And now having him be voiced by a dude, it's cool. Like, it's cool. But you can tell it does have sort of a new quality to it. Let's see. Just imagine they released an Android Barney, or thank you, Windows, an Android Barney, or Hot Wheels Barney Monster High Barney, or collab with Barbie. All of those would be insane, but super cool. I'm honestly hoping for a Little People Collector's Edition set of Barney and the other dinosaurs. When I saw the design of the character and was leaked, Billy looked alright despite the removal of his signature red and white sneakers and baseball cap. I do think he fared pretty well, all things considered. I mean, I know I'm literally messing with him right now, but I think in terms of, like, actual design, he did okay. So we'll blend a little bit under his, that's a bit dark, but we'll start over here. Under the hat. Let's see. What's going on in the chat? What's good, party people? Hate being late, but I'm here now, and it is totally cool. Glad to have you here. Whoops. Don't mean to clone your eye, BJ. Sorry, I didn't mean to turn you into an alien also. There we go. It's a little better. Let's see. Imagine Barney in die-cast car form. That would be wild. Some Uno cards and who is up playing Barney Uno? That would be hilarious. Just imagine just demolishing your friends with the draw 4, and then it's just, you know, Barney smiling at you, and it's BJ. It's like, well, draw 4. Alright, let's try and get that in there a little bit. This is not my best shading job, so let's pretend we did not see this, but we are trying our best, and it is a live stream, so it is hard to draw and talk, but we're doing the best we can. Let's see what we got. Windows 7 is really struggling under the weight of this paint program. Yes, this is Photoshop Elements 8, and it was not meant for all this, but I am going to make it do it anyway. I'd love it if they slightly remade the original Golden Bear era stuffed animals. Obviously get rid of the painted teeth that deteriorates over the years. Oh my god, those painted teeth are the bane of everyone's existence, I think, but it would be nice to have some original looking plush. Got here late. You removed the horn yet? Yep, the horn is gone. I am very zoomed in, but the horn is gone. Hey Drew, how you doing? Glad to see you. Speaking of voices, Patty Wirtz does a great job voicing him. Wirtz may have been nasally at the start, but starting to get better at voicing the character. Yeah, BJ's voice definitely changed over time, and I mean, I think it sounded good, you know. She's an amazing voice actress, and, you know, I really respect and admire her work, you know. Like, she did great, you know. Voice actors really bring the characters to life. I mean, just as much as character performers do. And of course writers. Don't want to discount just how good they are too. So let's try and define this a little more over here. Let's see. Card game, chance. Hi Andrew. The +4 has to be riff because we're riffing on him. Wowzer! Sorry, my riff sucks. I was just playing Uno No Mercy with my family yesterday. It was crazy. I mean, with a name like that. Once again, Windows 7. It has to be riff. Have any Barney Funko? A Barney Funko would be cool. Half a Funimation voice started in Barney. Barney Macy. That would be something fun to see them bring back, and that's Barney in the Macy's Day Parade at some point again. Let's see what we got. Tim Dever is a super underrated Barney VA. Sad he didn't last longer and had to leave due to family emergencies. Dude, best case scenario, Tim was amazing. I'm not a Dean Went fan, but I love Tim's performance. Voice acting is honestly a very underrated profession. It is, and I've been voice acting in a non-professional, I suppose you could call it, way for, I don't know, I think 12 or 14 years now, but I mean, I have huge respect for everybody in and around the industry as a whole. So let's see what we got. Those vinyl teeth can be a pain. Sure, they look nice, but they generally don't hold up great after 20 to 30 years. And do any of us hold up great after 20 to 30 years? But I get what you mean. Windows, everybody. I grew up with the Season 7 and Season 14 Park era of Barney and Friends. That is cool. I'm glad we came from all, you know, eras of Barney. I did not grow up with Barney, but for everyone that did, I am super glad about that. You know, everybody's got fond memories, and I'm super happy. Alright, let's see what we got. I have a question. Does the performance of Baby Bop and BJ use through the pupils? I don't really know what you're asking. I'm sorry, my bad. Let's see. You can if you want to do riff, just sound like Amethyst from Steven Universe. Yep. I mean, literally. Windows again. I've been doing voice stuff for about the same time, not professional at all, but when my friends ask, I answer. That's real. What more can you ask for? Billy's voice discourse. I feel like it's difficult for guys to impersonate girls who impersonate guys, if that even makes sense. No, I totally get that, and I mean, I think now if you ask me to impersonate specifically Billy and not BJ, I do not think I would be able to do it. So I do see why they did what they did. Say the line, Bart. I subscribed to your channel. Thank you, Barney Plush Adventures. Famous voice actor. I find it funny I was born during the Park era and I gravitated towards the first 6 seasons more. That is so real. I feel that. I feel like if I had watched Barney as a kid, I feel like I probably would have ended up gravitating towards that era also. But you know, you never can tell. Let's see. So there we go. There is a hat for our buddy BJ, and I think he's looking better, you know. Let's see what we got. Dean's Barney sounded really decent when he first did it, but once he started doing that one-tone nasally voice, that's when I fell off. And I can understand that. I mean, I never really was a fan of any of his performances, but like, that's fine. I can tolerate it, and you know, I'm not gonna be a hater. You know, people like it, people grew up with that, and I mean, that's cool. I respect his thank you windows. I respect his attempt, you know. It's, you know, it was hard to, you know, take over that role and everything. And I mean, Duncan's is Duncan's. Let's be honest here. Let's see. We will now try and totally mess up BJ's shoes. Let's try that. Moonwalking Kingdom. Hey, great to see ya. Let's see. Let's try and draw some shoes, ladies and gentlemen, and all friends of all kinds. So, I mean, I don't know, their legs are not super great for these kinds of shoes, I don't think, but, you know, we're gonna do our best here, at least start marking out some shapes. Duncan is basically a high-pitched, doofy Chuck E. Cheese. I mean, yeah, I agree with you. If you listen to it, it sounds exactly like Avenger Chuck E. Cheese. So it's just like Barney being like, hey, welcome to my place. My Chuck E. Cheese impression is also not good, but hey, you are here. Let's see. Try and mark out these colors some. Is drawing the show impossible to do? You mean like animating it in 2D animation? Well, certainly not impossible, but I don't know. At this point, I can't. It's really hard to tell whether it would have been better as 2D, because we could have really ended up with some crunchy flash animation. And I mean, I feel like everybody's got various issues with the 3D animation of it, and I get that, but I don't know how good it would have been. Oops, his shoe is escaping. I don't know how good it would have been. Let's see. I mean, BJ. Oh, shoes. All right. No, I'm trying. It's a process. Trust the process. Duncan's Barney is basically his Chucky without the Brooklyn accent. Yeah. I mean, yeah. They kicked Chuck out of Brooklyn. So we're gonna try our best here. Yeah, so let's try, and these are probably going to get cut off a little bit, but you know, hey, let's redraw that a little bit. Once again, I am not a professional, but I do have Photoshop, and that is certainly an art program. So we got a circle here. And the circle won't really be visible from here, but we are going to try our best. Let's make those transparent. Less transparent. The horribly tween flash animation was something I'm glad we didn't get. Yeah, that would have been super bad. No problem, Jordan F, that's cool. Chucky. They kicked me out of Brooklyn. What's up with it? Sorry. Secret of the Rainbow is the only Flash animated Barney content there should be. That is true, if indeed that should have even existed at all. That was rough, personally. That was rough. Let's see. I think it's stupendous. Thank you. I'd argue Barney does kind of have the Brooklyn accent. Just very subtly. Also fair. He was also in a Chuck E. Cheese video playing a piano. So. Let's try and get that little outline up here going on. So. Got that going on. we will be adding more colors to this, so do not worry about that. Alright, let's see what we got. Very good point. It shouldn't have existed, TBH. I have tried to play that game, in air quotes, play that game, because it's not really very much of a game now, is it? But, it is rough, and, you know, for an old game, you'd think it would run better on your computer, but it runs about as well as molasses. There's not much to say about it, honestly. Let's see, just a little bit more here. Let's see. Why does BJ not have a proper debut during the second season in 1993? I mean, I don't know. I guess he did just kind of spawn in, didn't he? Technically. Just to be like, hey, happy birthday, sissy. Some more shoelaces. Alright. There we go. So he's kind of got these little metallic things. I doubt I'm going to be able to get that, but we'll try and add the little ring over here that the shoelaces go into. Sorry about the noise in the background, gang. Let's see what we got. BJ and Baby Bop look so off without their accessories. Honestly, yeah. And especially once you look at them again, you're like, whoa, where did they go? You're here, everybody. Great to see. Secret of the Rainbow can't be real. Like, how did any of that, what happened in that game get approved? It's so cursed. It is violently cursed, and it just makes me pity Riff even more, because imagine if he had been in, like, the Actimates game, if they had, like, animated him properly. Secret of the Rainbow is basically a collection of Flash games with a wrapper around it, which is incredibly disappointed for $20 to $30 PC game. It is awful. Secret of the Rainbow does provide great meme material, though, if you pause it at the right time. That is one thing. That is the one thing we have. Count me if I'm wrong, but I think... Yep. Secret of the Rainbow, modern computers... Yeah, I mean, I still have to run everything in a virtual machine. You're very brave, VJ. Thank you for your service. Yep. Let's see what we got. And Oak Tree asks, how'd you discover Barney since you didn't grow up on it? I knew about it because of, I mean, I've always been into mascots ever since I was like 10, and thank you. I was at a pep rally at school, and I saw our mascot, and I was like, holy cow, that guy is hyping everyone up, making everybody happy. That would be so fun to do. And then later on, years later, when I got into Chuck E. Cheese, you know, there's a lot of crossover between Chuck E. Cheese and Barney. And at first, when I saw it, I was like, hey, you know, I don't think, you know, I don't think I'll ever like this, you know, like it as a show. But, you know, I can appreciate the costume characters. But then one day, I was like, okay, let's watch Great Adventure. You know, that has to be completely harmless, right? And then I watched it and I realized that, you know, I didn't just like it because, you know, because there were mascot characters in it, but because Barney was, like, really, really special. And I was like, wow, you know? So I was just like, you know, I really apologize for the noise, guys. I was just like, you know, hey, wow, this is actually really, really good. So from there, you know, I watched the movie again the next day, and then I started watching other stuff, and I found the wiki, and the rest is history. PC gaming was not taken seriously. I mean, yeah, especially for kids. And I mean, it's a shame because I feel like the 90s was full of, like, super amazing edutainment games, and then Secret of the Rainbow is not that. My Phyllis Oshua. Earlier I said my favorite BJ costume was probably a tie between the original first 3 suits. Peanut Butter Gamer is the only guy who's actually undocumented activates PC stuff. Fortunately, it's not Barney, but I do remember seeing those videos. So, let's zoom in a little bit so we can get this shoe detail in here a little better. Let's do a shading later. A layer. What the word we're searching for is layer. Pep rallies terrify me. I can understand that. They're very people-y. Let's try and make this small. Barney is just straight good vibes. He is definitely just good vibes, and I feel that. So we'll try and draw some of these. Whoa, here we go. And we will try and get some of this in here. Make this a little bit less. Whoops, not what we wanted. Make that a little bit less aggressively dark over here. Barney is absolutely straight good vibes, though. I just wanted to point out that and acknowledge that we are acknowledging that. I do wish modern PCs were more friendly to primitive technology, but no, we have to be all sleek and seamless. Some of that simply just is because they're built on, you know, entirely different web architecture. I mean, you know, you can't really run 16 and 32 bits on these systems. So I get that in that sense. Alright. Let us shade some more. But, you know, thank God we have virtual machines to help us get around that. Let's try and make this a little thinner. And we will get over here. Alright. So, speaking of BJ, I know everybody has asked me what my favorite costume is. What are your guys' favorite BJ costumes? How are we feeling about that? There we go. Getting a little better on that. Let's try and get up in this. Alright. Justin Retro Things channel. Hey! Happy Monday. Happy Monday to you two and to everybody out there who is spending their time on this very, very random day, which, of course, is Monday. I know this was totally impromptu, but I super appreciate you guys coming out anyway and hanging out with me. I know we all got stuff going on. The costume after the radio controlled one. Yeah, I can see that. That's a really good one. Remember when BJ gets a gross spot on his tail? Well, not anymore. But yeah, I know what you mean. Mine has to be season 7 one. I like how pronounced the back of his head is. Yeah, I can understand that. His frill, I've been calling it frill, but yeah. Oops. Let's see. Let's take a look. Let's see. I love your Barney videos on your channel. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Justin Retro Things. I appreciate that a lot. Rob's watching the Blame game a few months ago, and the BJ costume there looks so depressed for whatever reason. Like, bro, look at this poor man. Yeah, later on, he did kind of tend to get pushed around and be in these depressing situations more often. And it's like, this poor guy. Let's see. I don't know why. Well, I know what you mean, but yeah. Yeah. I get the names confused. I don't know why, but my favorite Barney design is the 1996 promo suit, the one you'd see all the time on like the DVD covers and such. Heck, even on The Whole Truth. Thank you. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, I mean, thank you, Windows. The 96 stuff, that's really good. I can totally understand why that would be your favorite. Let's do this. Oops, wrong button. Anyway. That kind of stuff, it's kind of, you know, hard to go wrong with that. Alright. And I think, honestly, once we get through here a little bit, and through these, I think we can probably... you know what, let's zoom out and take a look at what we've actually working with here. Alright, you know what? I think this is pretty rockin'. I don't know what you guys think, but I think this is pretty rockin' so far. Yeah, I'm pleased with this. How we feeling? OMG, I never knew you were a Barney a day. I just followed. Yes, that is true. I am a Barney a day. That is me. I'm also LunaMouse23 on the Barney Wiki and Mousepelt. So, you know, check me out. Let's see what we got. My favorite design of BJ is the lyric era and hit era version. Yep, I mean, they're really good. Definitely. Fabulous. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. VJ says, I think you did it. Thank you. I think I did. I'm really proud with how this came out. I was not sure how those shoes were gonna end up looking, but I think we did it pretty good here. Thank you. Okay, and Windows is so happy it has to jump in. He looks great. Thank you. Journey the Hedgehog, Pizza King, Barney Plush Adventures, super duper. I cannot do a Barney impression. I know like half of the fandom can, and I really respect you guys for it, but I can't, so let's see. Vivian says, wow, this looks great. I love it. Thank you. You did such a fabulous job. Not too bad. These are really appreciated, you guys. And Anthony says, that is a beautiful little man right there. And BJ says, I am a beautiful little man right there. You should cover the hilarious cursed bootleg Barney products. I have thought about that. That is a really good idea. That would be hilarious, I think. Now we need Baby Bop and her ballet slippers from last time. Yeah, I should try and fix her shoes. Let's see. Alright, guys. Thank you, Windows. Let's go. Alright. So, I mean, it is a little crazy how, you know, just, I mean, this took me like an hour, but the fact that it, you know, BJ is still in there, you know, underneath the sort of underlying design. I mean, I'm still pretty okay with Billy and how he looks, but they could have gone a little for it. I still think probably the reason why they nixed the shoes and the hat on everybody, except for Baby Bop's new little tiny hairband, I think they I think it's probably because they want to change the costumes every episode, and that was a lot harder to do when it was live action than it is now. But, yeah, it is what it is. You should talk about that one creepy bootleg statue from that one park, Aberdeen Park. I know exactly which one you're talking about. That statue is hilarious. Give my man some shoes, Mattel. He feels naked. Yeah. It's so weird seeing, like, their dino stompers. Fangirl KT. Wait, did you say Mouse Pelt? I did. Warrior Cats alumni over here. One last touch, I think, is to make his tummy a slightly darker green. That is a great idea. Let us try and do that. And I think we will probably be good on that. Let's do that. Whoops, too big. We are going to, of course I'm going to blend this in a little more when I'm done, so it's not just going to be this aggressively dark. But yeah, thank you, VJ. I'm doing this with a mouse, so if it looks odd, that is why. Alright. I think the reason for the change in designs for Baby Bop and BJ was to be consistent with Barney, since he, of course, doesn't wear any clothes. I mean, yeah, I'm sure that was part of it, and also that they usually just have something on. Like, I mean, every single time we seem to see them in these previews, Billy has his helmet on, or, you know, Baby Bop has her goblin costume. Why would they change his name to Billy? Because people are immature about what BJ stands for. Pure and simple. Let's see, and we will probably overlay that. Let's see, try and fix this a little bit. There we go. I think that's... yeah, there we go. I think we've kind of got that back to about where it should be. Hey, I did my edits on PixArt with my finger, haha. That is the most admirable art tool. Good for you. That is skill. One major thing that's made me happy about Barney's world is Barney is super expressive and more animated. Yeah, there are certain things I really do like about the animation. Like, I like him being able to use his tail, or being able to really scrunch down and get there with, you know, get down there on the kid's level, which, not to say that Barney couldn't do that before, but, you know, it's a lot harder in a 70-pound costume to kind of, like, scrunch. So, I mean, that has always been one of the, thank you, Windows, that has always been one of the pluses of animation. Poor VJ, you and Billy in that boat. Yep. Instant demonetization. Instant demonetization. Well, alright. That basically, yeah. You know, I think it's fairly obvious from the trailers and stuff and all the shorts that, you know, while Mattel is trying new stuff, they're also trying to play it safe and keep the ire of the old hate away from new Barney. Let's see what we got here. I think if I blur this slightly, it will help it a little bit. There we go. Alright. Okay, so I think we have, in air quotes, healed BJ, Billy now. So here we got them side by side. I think from what we got, I think we did pretty okay, you know? How we thinking, how we feeling, and how we thinking. More Corey Barney, he makes me so happy. Yeah, it is nice seeing classic Barney, as we've taken to calling him in some circles. Just, you know, OG. And I really do appreciate Mattel actually not entirely ignoring the past. They do keep him around, for lack of a better term. And I mean, there there is, and there's going to be more classic merch for us, so pretty okay. This is so cool as BJ. So cool! I messed that up, but thank you. I appreciate that a lot. We got it. Alright, so we have resed BJ. He's here. What the heck? That's neat. The sneakers off feet. Cause Billy is the one. Yeah, that's that doesn't sound verbose at all. Alright, well, thank you, Windows. Windows is telling me that I have been yapping at you guys for an hour now. And now that Billy is healed, I think it is probably time that I sign off for the night. Once again, thank you guys for your continued support. We are literally 3 days off from it being a year since I started doing all this stuff. Whoa. So, here we go. Thank you guys so much for coming along. Help me fix BJ Billy here. You know, all your comments. Thank you so much. This edit is so fire. Thank you. This is so appreciative. How funny would it be if Mattel thought this was legit? Shh, don't tell Mattel. I'm gonna send him an email being like, so I found this. See ya. Bye-bye. Bye, guys. It has been awesome. I'm so glad you guys are here to hang out. So thank you guys, and I will see you later. Bye, everybody.